So guys, in this video, I will explain to you step by step and show you how to install Swingmaster and set it up for trading. So after purchasing this expert advisor, go to the page with its manual or send me a personal message and download the settings. Set files for the automatic configuration of this expert for trading on different currency pairs. After you receive the archive and with the set files from me, apply the following setting. Now I will show you how to do this. So you have the MetaTrader 5 platform open like this, just like I do. You need to go to the View menu and select Market Watch here. You will have various currency pairs to choose from. If you are setting it up for the first time and you don't know how to select additional currency pairs, you can right-click here, select Show All, and all the assets available in your platform will be accessible for selection, but we only need 15 currency pairs. It's best to right-click once more. There are sets here, and you need to select Forex All. Then you will have the main cross rates plus the majors. And you can add the missing currency pairs to this list simply by entering their names here. For example, I see that the Australian dollar against the Singapore dollar is not here. I can enter its name here, and this currency pair will appear. I add it, and now it has appeared in my list, ready for use. Good. Now, we've sorted out the currency pairs. Let's say we'll choose those for trading from here. The trading bot itself, after you install it on the platform, will be located in the navigator menu. Again, click on the View menu, select Navigator here, and the navigator will open. You can move this window so that they are on the same line to save space. So it will be in your navigator under Expert Advisors. Here we will have Swingmaster. What do we do next? I remind you, it operates on M15 on a list of assets consisting of 15 items. We start with the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. Right-click on the name of this currency pair. Select Chat Window, and a window for this currency pair will open. We reduce these quotes to a minimum in this way. Why do we need to reduce these quotes? So that when we install the Expert Advisor here, it can see the entire history of these quotes. If you have it enlarged like this, the Expert Advisor will not have enough of this history. This is very little for technical market analysis. It needs a history like this, more extensive. Therefore, it needs to be reduced to a minimum. I remind you, M15, press M15. There. And this kind of quote chart should be minimized on M15. Next, we drag and drop Swingmaster onto the price chart. And we need to change these settings. And we change them automatically using the set files that you receive from me after purchasing this trading bot. After purchasing the trading bot, you will have a folder like this, which I will send. This will be the Swingmaster set files archive. You can download this archive either on the manual page or write to me, and I will send you these set files. You need to go to the File menu. Click Open Data folder, and you will enter the root directory of your platform. Then simply take my folder and merge it with this MQL folder. You see I have MQL5, and here is the MQL5 folder. You just need to merge my folder. Drag it here. You have linked my folder with this folder. All the settings necessary for the trading bot have been transferred directly into your directory onto your computer. So, moving on. What needs to be done next? We close these folders All the settings are inside the computer, yours inside the platform. And we drag the expert advisor onto the quote chart. And here, when you click the button, you will enter the presets folder. And here you will already have 2 folders for Swing Master to choose settings from. There will be a folder for personal use. That is, this bot will trade just for you, for your enrichment, or for use by prop firms. Let's say we configure it for prop firms. Then I will explain the difference. We configure it for prop firms. I remind you, we have the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. Here we select Open the prop firms folder and find the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. Here it is, first on the list. Click on it. And these settings are automatically entered here in the Expert Advisor settings. As you can see, it's useful for double checking. You will have the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar here, and similarly, Swing Master Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. Okay. Click OK. And our Swing Master should be here. This icon should be blue. If the Algo Trading button was disabled during the installation of the Expert Advisor, then it will be gray. Even after you press the green button, your icon will still be green-gray. For self-checking, you need to go to the common settings and select this option, Market. This way you allow live trading specifically on this quote chart. Always double check. The most important thing is that when you install the Expert Advisor on the quote chart, this automatic trading button must be pressed. Now I will show you again. So, we are setting up the next pair, the Australian dollar against the Swiss or francs. Here it is. We select chat window. The quote chart has opened for us. We reduce it to the minimum. Let's take a look. Here we should have M15, okay? This is the situation. Next, make sure the button is green. Auto trading is allowed. Trading, to be precise, we drag the Swing Master. And here, our trading will already be activated. We go to the menu and click load here to load the settings for this currency pair, Australian dollar against the Swiss franc. I remind you, we are setting up the firm. We select this folder and here we take the Australian dollar against the franc. Click open and then click OK. As for management, look, now I will set up the second pair for you, or rather the third. Australian dollar against USD. Minimize the chat window to the minimum. Select M15. Okay. We drag the Swing Master. We take the lot. We take the firm, would select here. The AUD against USD. Here it is. Open. And we look, if there is a 0 here, it means we will have an automatic lot calculation. Yes, we have an explanation here. Decoding of this in this variable setting accordingly. And here we will have the variable for the deposit amount for calculation. Suppose if we leave it here. By default, as it is, without changes, then for every 3,000 of the deposit, there will be 0.0. One of the trading lot, the smallest lot. If you have 6,000, it will be 0.02. If 9,000, it will be 0.03. Accordingly, suppose if you have 100,000, then calculate how many times 3,000 of these calculation units fit into 100,000. That will be your trading lot. If you want, I specifically selected it so that you do not exceed a maximum 5% trading drawdown. That is, just use it by default and you will stay within this limit. Of course, the market changes. Anything is possible in this life. If there comes a moment when you do not withstand a 3% drawdown, if such a case occurs, and you, for example, move on to the next challenge, then make this setting stricter. Set it to 4,000 here. This means that for every 4,000 of the deposit, you will have 0.01 of a trading lot. But 3,000 is already too strict. So for now, don't worry. Everything is okay. Click OK. It applies the setting that I had in the file. Next, we move on to the Australian dollar against the Singapore dollar. Let's say we reduce it to the minimum. Let's take a look. Here, our time frame should be 15 minutes. We drag the swing master, select the lot, and choose the Australian dollar tab against the Singapore dollar here. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, apply it. Next, the Canadian dollar against the franc. Select, reduce, check. It should be M15, the button is pressed, green. Okay, great. We drag the swing master, press the lot, here. We go into the folder, simply select the settings for this currency pair, apply them. Next on the list is the euro against the pound. We open this quote chart. Now we reduce it to the minimum using this button to the minimum zoom. Here we look at H1. And remember that we need M15. We set it to M15 here. Here we have this M15 quote chart for this currency pair. We simply drag the swing master lot, select firm, euro pound here, and in this way, open and apply all the settings. Okay? In this way, we go step by step through each recommended currency pair and set up all 15 currency pairs in the platform. You can press this grid and all 15 currency pairs will be arranged here in these little squares, small quote charts. In this way, you will set up the swing master on all 15 currency pairs and your advisor. With light management settings, will conduct firm trading with a small drawdown of up to 5%. Regarding the question of personal settings, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that, as I mentioned, for every 3,000 of the deposit currency, there will be a 0.01 trading lot. But here we have it set to 0.0 so that it calculates automatically. And what if we choose for personal use? All right, let's take a look. This is the Australian dollar against the US dollar. Here we select for personal use for this currency pair. Open, and we get 0.01 trading lot for every 1,000 of the deposit currency. This will be a more aggressive setting, but it's only called aggressive compared to the pro firm setting. It will be more aggressive, but overall it will also be great because considering that a stop loss will be used for each order, a stop loss order will be used for each trade. So for each currency, for every 1,000 of the deposit, it will be 0.01. The trade size will be quite an adequate size to keep you somewhere around 10 to 15% maximum drawdown on the trading account, and the deposit will grow well. I remind you, this is trading and every day. There will be some trades, but there is no clear schedule or exact formula for how much you should earn per day. It doesn't work that way. Let's say today is Monday, and today, well, the whole day was on this 15-minute price chart, it grew a little bit somewhere, but we generally stayed within this small square. Yes, we have a very low volatility, and this volatility is not enough for the trading bots to find trading conditions. It needs a more expansive price chart. Yes, such swing waves, swing reversals, it trades well on those. But if there is small, low volatility, it will wait for trading conditions. So if it doesn't trade today at all, it might not trade. There are such days sometimes, but they happen. Just calm down. Relax. The trading robot has its own algorithm. It will follow it, and if it doesn't trade, then that's how it should be. That means it should not trade. If we force it to trade where it shouldn't trade, it will incur a loss. So it's better if it doesn't trade than to incur losses. That's my opinion. And if it trades, then okay. That means the time has come and it will try to earn money for you. And on average, this system, not necessarily it will, at least of course, once a week. I think that for each currency pair, it will trade on average. There are days when on one currency pair, there will be several trades. But just let it trade. And you, as a person, as the owner of this bot, just ensure, control to ensure, first, that the button for active mode algorithmic trading is always pressed for each currency pair. Just for control, check and set up such a grid so that all these icons are blue. If it suddenly turns gray, and here you have a green triangle button. Go, for example, to Settings, go to the Common menu, and here click Allow Live Trading to make this box active. Okay. Or you should also provide your expert advisor with 24/7 market access every day of the week, except Saturday and Sunday, so that it can be online, be in the market, and trade. If your platform is turned off, of course it won't be able to trade. I advise you to use a virtual private server or VPS to simply load the platform there, install the expert advisor, and this will allow you to turn off your home computer and not strain it with this trading and not interfere with the platform unnecessarily, disrupting the entire algorithm. Let the expert advisor on the VPS server be a stable working algorithm that will bring you money. So, guys, overall, regarding prop firm trading, I showed you, right? You take all the settings from here. As for personal use, you take all the settings from here. The only difference will be in money management. For personal use, the calculation unit will be 1,000 units of deposit for each 0.01 lot. And for prop firm trading, it will be 3,000. That's all. All the differences. Everything else is identical. In the future, I will release set files for the H1 timeframe. And I also plan to create several aggressive strategies for this trading bot so that you can use it for quick enrichment. But this will be more dangerous, yet faster enrichment. So, there are many plans, but the standard basic M15 with a stop loss of no more than one trade per currency pair. That's all, guys. I wish you excellent trading results. Bye.